Hello and welcome to this exclusive interview with the English sisters and Barbara Stepp as our guest. Barbara is a master trainer in NLP and design human engineering, no-fault psychology, clinical hypnotherapist and a premier coach.
And other than conscious communication.
So we are very honoured to have you with us today, Barb.
Thank you very much. It's my honor.
We've had wonderful things.
Well, I suppose I should begin by saying I've missed you since you were last in my home here in Chicago. It's been about a year and a half, so I've missed your shining faces, but I do see you from time to time online. I suppose I should begin by apologizing to everyone, all my friends, because I went kind of down to ground for a while to take some quiet time for meditation and for healing. 2013 has given me a rare and unprecedented opportunity to be able to heal myself yet again. So that's what I've been doing, because earlier this year, I had a major accident. It wasn't an automobile, but it was a major accident. And in that accident, I broke my back in two places. And I had a concussion and a head/brain injury. The good news is that I'm better. So now I'm back again, okay? Maybe not 100%, but let's face it, I'm going to be 75 February the 20th, so, you know. So at any rate, I am much better. I am still in rehabilitation. I'm still getting much, much better. And the doctors are quite amazed. They tell me after I've taken all these tests that my brain operates better than most 74-year-old people who don't have a brain injury.
Wonderful.
And I said to them, but of course. And I really want to express my gratitude. It's not for something that's wonderful about me. It's because I have been privileged for so many years to work with some of the greatest geniuses of our time. I have put into use everything I learned from my dear life partner, Dave Dobson, what I've learned from many years of working with Dr. Richard Bandler and with John Laval, and believe it or not, even Tony Robbins, because Tony was very, and still is very great about motivation and teaching how to break through barriers and so forth. So all I did was take a little time to heal myself, so now I'm back. But what really happened was, when all this happened to me at first, I was bedfast for over a month. Then I had to go to all these major doctors and all this rehabilitation, and of course use everything that I've been taught by all these wonderful geniuses. And it suddenly dawned on me that there is such a thing as mortality.
Absolutely.
So I decided that I was going to come back and change the way I work, because Dave left me with all his work, which I own, and it was my job to teach it to people and make sure that it lasted even past me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a whole new program that makes it easier for me because I can work from home. And it's going to be an online leadership mastery program.
Right.
Now, before I talk about that, I would like to mention I do have a brand new website, a brand new store, a brand new bar, and we also put all of Dave's work and all of mine on MP3s. So that's available now for anybody. The program that I'm doing online is called Leadership Mastery, and what I'm going to do with this program, it's going to be bi-monthly, 2 separate hours a month, where I work with people, and we've got a lot of people signed up for it already. We'll soon be bringing it out. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to cover everything that has to do with personal and business applications of NLP and of DHE, of hypnosis and self-hypnosis particularly. It will be, like I said, personal and business. But I'm also going to cover in depth Dr. Dave Dobson's work. So I'm going to be teaching OTCC, other than conscious communication, no fault psychology. I'm going to be teaching how I do client work. So it's going to go on for a while, for as long as I'm here. And those who are interested in doing it can register on my website. And I have to tell you, we have a lot of people already, but the first 50 people will be opted in to pay $29.97 a month for 2 hours of personal training and teaching. So I'm going to give them an opportunity to model all of Dave's work and all the work that I've done over the years, so that when I leave here, it'll still be here. Absolutely. And that is my main focus right now. I don't plan on leaving this planet anytime soon, but this time I'm going to be prepared, right? So this is actually what we're doing. So what I'll be doing is I'll be teaching all kinds of things. I will be teaching things like how to outgrow unproductive patterns. I'll be teaching things like how to use language in a whole new and unusual way. A lot of it taught by Dr. David Dobson, my life partner. And that's what we have going on here. So that's what we're going to be doing. I have always Sophie, who has been here with me through all the worst of everything. She is a Sophie of all trades. And I have a really wonderful apprentice who has been really great in helping me. I have to give credit to another person. And that is, when all this happened, one of the first things I did was get in touch with my dear friend, Dr. Edie Perry. Edie worked with me via Skype. She taught us things we could do. She taught Sophie things to do. She taught my apprentice, Gavin, things to do, which helped tremendously. And I'll tell you how well all of this works together. Because when I went in for my tests, I had no balance. I couldn't walk, okay? So I went in for my test, and they gave me a very low single-digit number. And they told me that I need to get to 22 as the number for balance. This is in physical therapy. And I just couldn't seem to quite get there. I finally made it to 14. And I'm struggling with this, right? Of course, I have two things to deal with: a broken back and a brain injury.
Oh, my goodness.
So, in October, Dr. Perry came in and we did the patterns of physical transformation. And she worked on me. Obviously, she stayed with me, and she worked on me every day, every morning and every night. And she had the participants working on me as well. And during the PPT, toward the end of it, I had to go in for another balance test. And guess where I was? 24. 24 in that short of a time. So all the work helps: the NLP, the DHE, the OTCC, the no-fault psychology, and patterns of physical transformation. And of course, what we focus on. What we focus on is what we get. So that's my story. I think that I'm not such a great person. I think that I am just a person who's willing to practice all the things I've learned from all these wonderful people throughout over 40 years of teaching. And what I plan to do, I'm going to be answering questions, and it's going to be interactive with my students online. What I plan to do is to really teach them these particular pieces of knowledge, techniques, and skills, and then I'm going to give them homework. And they're going to go out and they're going to do homework, and they're going to come back because Because the idea is I want to find some really devoted, committed people who can acquire the skills and the techniques to carry on Dave's work. That's what's important to me. And that was what was important to him. And I want to do what I promised him. Plus the fact that I can't give up yet. Because I think you girls know about this already. My purpose in life is now and has always been to make a powerful and loving difference in the world. It's always been to help to inspire people to choose and to have the life they want. And I'm going to keep doing it until the day I transcend. But I want to leave people here who can do it and who will carry it on with integrity. And that's what's important. So that's what I'm doing now. I no longer have the long intensives classes because it's just too much for me now. I do teach shorter classes. I can still teach the fun shop, which is close and dear to my heart. I can still teach hypnosis. I can still teach NLP, but it's going to be either weekend classes or it's going to be shorter. It's not going to be 16-day seminars anymore.
Okay, yeah.
I'm going to respect my own body and my own health.
I think that's very important.
So supposedly all that's residual with me is that I have a little challenge with short-term memory. Wait a minute, what was my name? Just kidding.
We all do, don't we?
I think so. I think you're doing incredibly well.
Sometimes it's rather convenient to have a little challenge with short-term memory as well.
Yes.
Yeah, well, you know me. I always thought I was indestructible. You know, John Laval calls me tough old broad.
Well, I think you are pretty indestructible after what you just told us.
I think you're doing extremely well. I think you're doing very well.
Yes. So I don't know that I'm indestructible, but I guess he's right. I guess I'm pretty tough, and we all know that I'm old. So anyway, that's what's going on, and that's what I'm going to be doing. It's not going to be general information. It's not going to be stuff that you people have learned everywhere else. It's going to be specific and precise. It's going to be from Dave's work, from my experiences. I'm even going to teach people how to do client work if they want to do it. That is how I do client work, which is my greatest love anyways, working with small groups of people and one-on-one. I think you've experienced that and you know that's important to me. So right now, that's where I am.
Wonderful.
Fabulous.
You seem to be
exciting.
It's exciting. An online program is a great place to start a new beginning because
because everybody all over the world can access it as well. They don't have to come to Chicago like we came to Chicago, but you don't have to be in Chicago to access this wonderful training program.
It really is.
And we already have members from India, Australia, the UK, of course. I've always got people from the UK. No one from Italy yet. But we're going to launch it quite soon now. We're just getting everything together and everything right. And the first 50 people who register for this program will get it for $29.97 a month. And if you know me well enough to know that 1 hour with me is $500 normally. That's what I charge for coaching. And then after the first 50, then it's going to go up a little bit to like 40 something. And, you know, there'll always be the opportunity because it's limitless as to what we're going to do.
Excellent.
So I'm excited about it.
Yes, we're excited as well.
And very happy about it.
Good.
Fabulous.
See, a few months ago, I couldn't even do this. Yay!
Yeah.
You
can certainly do it now.
I'm not running yet.
No.
That'll be next week, Bob.
Next week. You're a fast healer.
Well, it's been
So
lovely.
anyway,
It's been lovely catching up with you then.
I'm sorry I missed that.
I said it's been lovely talking to you and catching up with you. And we'll post all the links.
It's been lovely time.
the links under
I
the
plan
video.
to get, thank you. I plan to get so much better that I still want to go to Australia, New Zealand, Greece, Santorini, Italy, and Spain.
Fantastic.
So I'm planning on doing that maybe this coming year, I hope.
Fantastic.
So I'll stop by and see.
Yes, we look forward to it. We look forward to it. Can't wait.
Can't
Thank
wait.
you so much, ladies.
Thank you.
I love you both.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Love you lots. Bye.
Bye bye, Bob. Bye bye.
Bye bye.